Hey, I was looking for a thumbnail on Leland Jones. I know some of you probably hadn't heard of this guy, but he was pretty big way back in the day. But I forgot to add that he professes to be one of the two witnesses during the Great Tribulation. Him and Jonathan Kleck both claim to be the two witnesses in the last days. Unbelievable. But check this out. I got a couple other things I dug up. I had a friend, actually was a subscriber, sent me an email that was wanting me to share this video about Leland Jones, and I was able to find it, so I'm just going to reload it. But you guys check this out, man. These people are unbelievable.
I've got one that can see.
About Leland Jones, this guy, I've always got a bad feeling in my spirit about him. And I just happened to stumble on this video, and I'm serious, the guy, on purpose, it wasn't an accident, he's flashing the devil horns. Watch this. Hey, you guys, tell me what you think. I don't want to falsely accuse anybody of this, but you know how magicians, they'll do sleight of hand where they'll show you something, and then with their other hand, they do what they really mean. That's where the trick is. Just watch this and see if y'all catch this.
That I encourage you, search. Search the scriptures, study this. We're going to have some notes. We're going to go through some things. Guys, there's things in this
He said, watch this and showing the shofar. He's going to hold the shofar up.
I encourage you, search. Search the scriptures, study this. We're going to have some notes. We're going to go through some things. But we're talking about the great army, the Lord. You search. Search the scriptures, study this. We're going to have some notes. We're going to go through some things.
Is this just me? Okay. Well, anyway, I got a lot of hate. I mean, that guy Leland even came back on my channel and was trying to just talk down to you. You know how these people, the real high the ones that are educated, and they want you. I mean, this guy, I've heard this guy say that he has coffee every morning with God. And he's not just talking about meditating. He's talking about God audibly talking to him. And he'll always be like, well, the Lord told me to say this, or the Lord gave me a message. But here's the point of the whole video right here. Let me pull this up. You guys aren't going to believe this.
The most common question people ask me about the parable of the virgins.
Listen to this.
Is, what is the oil?
Look at his hands.
What is the oil, Leland? Tell me what the oil is.
Look at his hands.
Well, guys, the oil, this is very simple. The oil is intimacy with the Lord, guys. When a man and woman are intimate, it's the female that produces the lubricant, guys.
Look at this.
It's the female. And that lubricant...
Are you kidding me? So the oil, which is the Holy Spirit, is the lubricant. I don't even want to go into it. That is, I mean, you talking about, that's just like saying the waters are semen. He's saying the Holy Spirit is the lubricant. I mean, like the 5 foolish virgins, you know, they didn't have any lubricant. I mean, come on, Leland, man. You guys listen to the rest of this. You can't make this stuff up.
It is the oil. And the virgins, there were 5 wise. Those are the ones that produced oil. The other ones trimmed their lamps, but they didn't have any oil. They didn't have intimacy. Now, the oil means a lot of other things, some of which we're going to get into in this piece, guys. But that's it. You know, the Lord told me this a while ago, and
the Lord told me.
You know, sometimes I kind of struggle to mention things like this. But whenever I'm at a campsite, guys, I always clean it out. It's, you know, it's disgusting. And this isn't, I worship God out here with this tabernacle. And so I clean out the beer cans and all this stuff. One time I grabbed this thing in the woods. It was a personal lubricant. And I was like, oh man, I threw that in the fire. And the Lord was like, but before I did, as soon as I saw it, the Lord was like, you got to tell him. And I was like, yeah, man, all right, I got to tell him. I still burnt it. Disgusting, wicked people. But guys, that's what the oil is. It's lubricant that the female produces in intimacy. But so
the oil is KY jelly. Why don't you just say it like that?
Read
Unbelievable.
the parable. And we're going to go over a bunch of stuff here. We got.
But guys, look, you need to get away from these guys, these men. I mean, you can't get close to God going through men anyway. But what it is they masquerade as an angel of righteousness. You know, they masquerade as an angel of light. They have all this knowledge that tickles the ears. And I mean, I fell for Jonathan Kleck when I first got saved. I mean, the guy had some good knowledge and stuff, and all of us did. But, you know, after a while, I just started getting this uneasy feeling in my spirit. And you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. But just these men, they masquerade as angels of light, but they're devils. I mean, you can see the guy, he's flashing the devil's horns on purpose. And I don't even need to go into about Jonathan Kleck, but then he starts perverting the Holy Spirit, saying the Holy Spirit is KY jelly, is basically what he's saying. I mean, how sick can you get if that doesn't remind you of the Illuminati? You know, he's illuminated and he's being naughty. He's being perverted. But that's exactly what these men are. These men are sick and twisted. And like I said, I know a lot of you guys listen to him, but just be honest with yourself and think, is this really from the God? I mean, pray about this stuff. Man, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. A wonderful sister, Susan, sent this to me the other day, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, and I shared it with a couple friends, and wow. Anyway, guys, that's it. Just wanted to share that with you guys, and share this, let people know, because both these men, I mean, they have a whole bunch of followers.